So purpose is the reason behind every move. Don't forget that. Without it, you drift off. With it, you build. Purpose keeps your honor, effort, and your loyalty aligned. Because now you know exactly what's needed to align for that attack, to help yourself to greatness. Name of the class is Help Yourself to Greatness. Help yourself to greatness. Because a lot of people think that, oh, we in this walk, we got the Most High God for help to get through this. That's 100% correct. But what does the Most High God require of us to do on our own 2 feet? And that's what we're about to go in this class. Help yourself to greatness. And I'm going to go through each letter because each letter is a meaning or saying for each letter. All right? So help yourself to greatness. H means honor. E means effort. L means loyalty. And P means purpose. These things together is going to help you get to greatness. H is honor. E is effort. L is loyalty. And P is purpose. Watch this. Read that. Because they asked the same question to Christ. They asked the same question, and let's see what Christ said. Read.
The book of Luke, chapter 17 and 20. And when he was demanded of the Pharisees, when the kingdom of God should come, he answered them and said, the kingdom of God cometh not with observation.
He said, yeah, you're right. The kingdom's gonna come, but it's not gonna come without observation. What is that going into? It's going into works. It's going into helping yourself to get into the kingdom.
That's right.
Only you can help yourself to get into the kingdom. When is the kingdom gonna come? It's gonna come, but not without observation, not without works, right. Not without you helping yourself to get there. Read.
The book of Matthew, chapter 7 and verse 13. Enter ye in at the straight gate.
Enter ye in at the straight gate. And this straight gate is a hard gate. Straight means hard. Enter ye in through this straight gate. Read.
For wide is the gate, and broad is the way
for wide is the gate and broad is the way
that leadeth to destruction.
That leadeth to destruction.
And many there be which go in thereat.
So this wide and broad gate that leads to destruction is what? It's going into all the things that's out there that can take you out. Mm-hmm. The system that's set up, the personal trials you go through, the marriage, the congregational trials, everything in this world, in this matrix, in this place that's not real, like Deacon Joshua would say, it's designed to take you out. Mm-hmm. That's why he said this straight gate is hard, but guess who's going to get you in that gate? You. You got to know how to help yourself to gain that greatness, all right? So let's go to H. H means honor. We're going to start with H. H means honor. Let's get the definition of honor. Yeah, all praises, Officer Michael. You already got it ready to go. Let's go ahead and read that.
Honor, noun, high respect, great esteem. 2, adherence to what is right or to a conventional standard of conduct.
Let's go to 1. I like one.
Number 1, noun. High respect, great esteem.
High respect, great esteem. Let's get through some similars.
Similar. Distinction, privilege, glory, tribute, kudos, cachet, prestige, fame, renown, merit, credit, importance.
Importance. So this honor is a very important thing. To hold oneself and others to a standard of righteousness and integrity. This is the honor that we have to have in this walk. This is the honor that we got to have. The importance of this walk has to be in our minds in order to move properly. That's part of the honor. Give me Romans 12 and 10. Romans 12 and 10. Scroll down on the definition. Read that.
The book of Romans, chapter 12 and verse 10. Be kindly affectioned one to another.
Right.
With brotherly love. In honor, preferring one another.
In honor, preferring one another. Give me the verb 1 right here. Number 1.
1. Verb. Regard with great respect.
Regard with great respect. And it's true. We have to have honor, integrity, and regard of great respect and importance to what the Most High God wants us to do as Israelites. Watch how when we go through this, how these letters is all gonna come together where you have to have one letter you can't do one letter without the other. You're gonna see how they all gonna come together, which is gonna make you a better person in this walk, which is gonna help guide you through this walk. Because when you understand the importance of this walk, like I was saying earlier with the senses, you understand how important your senses are. Yeah. But over time, wear and tear will make you forget about those senses. We got to always remember what God told us to do in his word. We got to always remember when we have that time where we're dealing with our emotions and our feelings, the importance that God has in his word to combat against those things is we got to put that on the top pedestal, right? Walk with me. It's going somewhere. Let's get Proverbs 15 and 33. Proverbs 15 and 33. So kindly affecting it one to another with brotherly love and honor, prefer one another. Honor. Read.
Proverbs chapter 15 and verse 33. The fear of the Lord is the instruction of wisdom. And before honor is humility. So the fear of the Lord is the instruction of wisdom. So guess what? When you fear God, you're going to follow the instructions that was given to us because that's what's going to make you wise. That's where the wisdom comes from. You got to understand the importance of the wisdom that's going to allow you to get through your everyday trials, your everyday thoughts, battles, trials and tribulations. You got to understand that yourself. You got to help yourself to do that. You got to do that. And I'm going to keep emphasizing you. All through this class, I'm going to keep emphasizing you. Because what people tend to do is what they like to do in Israel. This. They like to point fingers. They like to point fingers on why they're moving the way they're moving. That person did that. That's why I'm moving the way I'm moving. That person said that. That person looked at me. That situation was like that. That's why I did this. Nope. The reason why you did that is because you forgot the importance of this Bible, the honor part of the helping yourself on how you're supposed to conquer your mind when it comes to those thoughts. No matter what you go through, guess what you got to do? You got to get the mirror, hold it in front of your face, no matter if you're ugly or pretty, and look at yourself in the mirror and say, what can I do to do better? Right. What scriptures did I apply in this test that the Most High God gave me? Read that again. Proverbs 15:33. The fear of the Lord is the instruction of wisdom. And before honor is humility.
And before honor is what?
Humility.
So what is part of that honor? What do you have to even have that honor? To even understand that importance? What do you have to have?
Right. Humility. Humble
humility.
Spirit.
Let's get the definition of humility. I already know you're going there. Look at IT. Damn. Batman's on point today. Oh, man. All praises. So, the humility, the humble spirit, you have to have that in order to understand the importance of this Bible. It's when people is not humble, when they don't have the humility, where they forget the importance of this Bible. Therefore, they move the way they want to. Read.
Humility. Noun. The quality of having a modest view.
A modest view.
Of one's value or importance.
So you got to have that. Look at that word. It went back to importance.
Right.
It says the quality of having a modest view of one's value or importance. So in order to have, in order to be honored or move in an honorable way, you got to have one's value. And what values do we come from? Do we go to? What values?
The scriptures.
We got to have God's values or importance to this word. This is how we're going to get that honor, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, so walk with me. So we got the humility, right? So let's read that again.
The fear of the Lord is the instruction of wisdom. And before honor is humility.
Is humility. We got to learn how to have humility in this walk. This is one thing that Israel lacks, is the humility, the humble spirit. Because when you have humility, guess what it's going to open up? It's going to open up your mind from having pride on it. It'll keep you from having pride, because the opposite of pride is humility. Right. So you're not going to have that pride to shut down things. You're not going to have that pride to not listen to counsel. You're not going to have that pride to ignore what God said to do to deal with your everyday walk. You're not going to have that pride because you honor yourself to greatness. This is one of the letters of help to get to greatness, is understanding the importance of what you got to do to get this kingdom. Make your calling election sure. Let's get that real quick. It just came to my mind. It's not in my notes, but it came to my mind because it ties into what we're saying. Let's read that. Read.
The book of 2 Peter, chapter 1 and verse 10. Wherefore the rather, brethren, give diligence.
Give what?
Give diligence.
In order to give diligence, you got to be humble. In order to have honor, you got to know the importance. You got to be humble and know the importance of why you're doing what you're doing. Once you understand that, that's where you're going to be able to give that diligence. Watch how all this is going to tie together. Watch. Read on.
Give diligence to make your calling and election sure.
Did it say someone else is going to make your calling and election sure? No. You have to help yourself diligently to make your calling and election sure. Is that it on that?
For if ye do these things, ye shall never fall.
For if you do these things, you will not fall. Now tell me this, brothers and sisters. We have the whole answer in our hands. We got the cheat book. Believe it or not, this is not, watch this. This just came to my mind right now. This is not a question. This is the answers. The questions is your everyday trials. Once you learn, he gave you the cheat book. He gave you, here's the answers to all your problems. All you got to do is do it. Read that last part again.
Give diligence to make your calling and election sure. For if ye do these things.
If you follow this answer key, read.
Ye shall never fall.
You're not going to fall. So So tell me, brothers and sisters, why the hell do Israel rather choose their feelings and emotions than follow the answer key that God gave us? Pride and arrogance. Well, what else? 30 and 1. Go.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 30 and verse 1. Woe to the rebellious children.
Woe to what?
To the rebellious children.
Woe to the rebellious children. You know what woe means? Woe means destruction. Woe to the rebellious children, read.
Saith the Lord. That take counsel, but not of me.
We are a people that always took counsel from the other nations, which led to what? Idolatry. We were idolatry type of people. Read.
And that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit.
We always want to do what we feel like is good to do, but we're not doing it of the Most High God's spirit. Read.
But not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin.
This is what we're notorious at doing. Nothing's new under the sun. We are a rebellious people. That's why it's hard for us. Go back to the last precept if you remember. You got it? That's why when you read this precept, it's hard for us to understand what we are going through when we have the answer key right in front of us to apply these answers. Instead, we want to be in our own minds because we're a rebellious people. We're building up. We're building up.
The book of 2 Peter, chapter 1 and verse 10. Wherefore the rather, brethren, give diligence to make your calling and election sure.
Read.
For if ye do these things, ye shall never fall.
When we do these things, we shall never fall. So we are rebellious people. That's why we choose not to do it. It's in our spirit from day one, being rebellious. But guess what? All praises for grace. All praises for Christ. All praises for the Most High God allowing His Son to come and die for these rebellious people. That's why I always look at people when they start riding on their high white horse, like they got everything made. I looked at them and just be like, bro, you better humble down because the Most High will raise a rock and replace you with that. Have that fear. All right. So now let's go to 1 Samuel 2 and 30. We're still in H, and we're going to get that clip ready.
1 Samuel chapter 2 and verse 30. Wherefore the Lord God of Israel saith, I said indeed that thy house and the house of thy father should walk before me forever. But
walk before who?
Before me forever.
Is that it?
But now the Lord saith, be it far from me. For them that honor me.
Them that what?
For them that honor me.
Them that take him in serious, understand the importance, have that humility. Read.
For them that honor me, I will honor.
He will honor. He will respect that.
And they that despise me shall be lightly esteemed.
And they that despise thee will be lightly esteemed, meaning, hey, bye-bye. Good luck. No protection from me. Stiff-necked, hard-headed people. But look at how he uses honor. You got to have the importance. You got to understand what's important in your life, which is his word, in order to move diligently in this walk. All right? Now let's get a clip on that, on honor, on H, on an example of what we just kind of went through. All right?
Don't ever let somebody tell you can't do something. Not even me. All right? You got a dream. You got to protect it. People can't do something themselves. They want to tell you can't. You want something? Go get it. Period.
So he said, don't let people tell you can't do something. You go get it. Understand the importance of why you're moving so you can move to go get that thing. Don't let this world, the distractions, throw you off. without understanding the importance of why this is happening. All this is designed for a reason, for us to get better, for us to reach greatness. All right. So let's go to the next letter, which is E. This is how we're going to help ourselves to greatness. E is for effort. So the honor is the importance, understanding the importance, right? Now we're in E, effort. Read that definition.
Effort, noun, a vigorous or determined attempt.
Read that again.
A vigorous or determined attempt.
Read that one more time.
A vigorous or determined attempt.
Now, how many of us vigorously, with determination, do what we got to do when it comes to applying these scriptures? How many of us put the effort towards applying these scriptures? How many of us, without the shadow of a doubt, put our whole leg into following these scriptures? We all should raise our hand on that. But a lot of the times, what happens? That effort tends to fade away. Right. But we got to understand, remember what H meant. Understanding the importance is going to allow you to push even harder. It's going to allow you to put more efforts into this walk to greatness. Like, getting the energy he had. He understands the importance of what he's doing, which is allowing his efforts to match it. Bro, I'm tired. But I understand the importance of me being here to feed the flock. So it makes my efforts even more greater. Right. So your efforts is the consistency too. It is the daily push when motivating fades. So when motivation fades away, that effort is that discipline that pushes you to continue to push forward, right? So let's get Colossians 3:23 on efforts. Doing what must be done, not for convenience, but because you understand the importance behind what you're doing. All right, read that.
The book of Colossians chapter 3 and verse 23. And whatsoever ye do, do it heartily.
Whatsoever you do, do what?
Do it heartily.
Do it heartily. Read.
As to the Lord.
As to what?
As to the Lord.
As to what?
As to the Lord.
Are we doing it for the man next door? Are we doing it for the person, the sister sitting next to you? Are we doing it for vainglory? Are we doing it for preeminence? Are we doing it to be seen? Or should we do it for what? Read.
As to the Lord.
As to the Lord.
And not unto men.
And not unto men. This effort that you put into this walk, into this fight that we're fighting every day, we have to have in our minds the importance of what we're doing, and why we're doing it is because we're doing it unto the Lord. Because remember, it says, make your calling and election sure. Who you're doing it to? Who are you making your calling and election sure to? The Most High God. That's right. We gotta dwell on these things. I'm telling you, because if you don't apply Joshua 1:8, let's go to get that real quick. If you don't apply Joshua 1:8 on the things we're going through right now, you're gonna slip. The flesh is gonna become weak. You're not gonna have no tools to be able to deal with what you're dealing with, and you're gonna get bit. Read.
The book of Joshua, chapter 1 and verse 8. This book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth.
The mind that we have to understand that this book of the law shall not depart from our mind. We got to first understand that the importance behind it. When we understand that, it's going to allow us to meditate on what we're about to read. Continue.
But thou shalt meditate therein day and night.
The importance that the importance that we hold this Bible up to, the standards, is going to allow us to push and have that rigorous effort towards applying this meditation that we have to do. And I'm going to tell you, more so today than ever before. We're in the 11th hour. Guess what Satan's about to do? He's about to go into overtime because he understands this 11th hour is that much closer that Christ is going to come back. Right. Look at all the contractions that the world is going through. All these things that are popping up and happening right before our faces. Even more important for us to put forth even more efforts. There you go. Read on.
But thou shalt meditate therein day and night, that thou mayest observe to do according to all that is written therein.
That we may observe to do all that is written therein, according to what's in this Bible. It's up to you to meditate. No one else is going to hold your hand to meditate. No one else is going to hold your hand to say, hey, make sure you at least, if you can't get your 4 chapters, at least read something. Right. At least watch a video. At least do something for the Most High God. Sacrifice. Make your body a living sacrifice. I know you're tired, but how would, if Christ came down right now in front of your tired butt, it was like, hey, so you going to go over there to that class, to that flyer mission, to that camp, to that event, or you just going to sit right here? I bet you're going to get up real quick. Real quick. Right. If that angel appear in your house while you're on the couch, knowing that you could be at the event, at the flyer mission, at camp, knowing that you could be at these places that are being that's needed, and you're sitting there, and let an angel just pop up in there. I bet you're scared. You're scared, but a jumper so fast. You already know black people scared of everything.
Facts.
Imagine an angel popped up, was like, so you just gonna sit here? Because I know you could go, oh, shoot. Oh, I guarantee you probably move with some type of urgency. Right. But guess what? Right. We become so desensitized to all these senses where we just, it becomes complacent. Yeah. Another week of chores, another week of flyer missions and this. I went last week, so I'm going to rest this week. Not knowing that, are you going to wake up tomorrow? Right. Yeah. I don't know. We don't know the grace period that the Most High God has for us. Right. Each person's different. Mm-hmm. Are you willing to play Russian roulette with your life? Yes, sir. I'm not. Right. So whatever I'm telling you, I be moving calculated in his mind. Right when that evil spirit come up and be like, no, don't, man, you can just relax. You always out there. Mm-hmm. If that comes in my mind, that's how I know it's Satan. Yeah. That's how I know, okay, I for sure got to go now. Because if I don't, that's just going to show that this is not important to me. It's not going to show that honor that I have. The importance of this walk to push that effort that I need to have to push, because I understand it. Give me Galatians 6 and 9. Galatians 6 and 9.
The book of Galatians, chapter 6 and verse 9. And let us not be weary in well-doing.
And don't be weary in well-doing.
For in due season we shall reap if we faint not.
How many people believe that? Mm-hmm. How many of you believe that you're really going to reap what you put in? All praises. Mm-hmm. Okay. I saw some sisters raise their hand. Lord have mercy. See, man, the importance of us making sure we get everything on point. Right. I'm going to ask you one more time. How many believe that you're going to reap what you put in? Let's go. All right, all praises. Because you know I like dealing. Yeah. I like dealing. I got to make sure you're alive. Because this is very important. This is very important. So guess what? If you believe that, if you understand the importance of putting in his work because you're going to gain something from it, it should even more put a spirit of honor on you to push, to make this effort that you got to do to make it to greatness. Watch how all this is going to come together. All these letters are going to come together on helping yourself get to greatness. Read it again, all the way through.
Galatians 6 and verse 9. And let us not be weary in well-doing, For in due season we shall reap if we faint not.
Now, let's go back to the definition of effort. Read all those bullet points. I like them all.
Effort, noun. Oh, you talking about the similars or each definition?
No, definition. The little dots.
1, a vigorous or determined attempt.
So that effort that we got to put in this walk, it's got to be vigorous. It's got to be with purpose, which we're going to talk about later. It's got to be with intention. It's got to be with understanding why you're doing what you're doing. Read.
The result of an attempt. Strenuous physical or mental exertion.
Read that again.
Strenuous physical or mental exertion.
Now tell me this. When you're in that state right there, that what we just read, do you feel that the Most High God's not going to give you the strength to carry through, to push through when you're at that state? Do you think he's not strong enough to give you the oomph to push over that hump? You believe that, right?
Definitely.
What happens is our minds play trick on us, play many of tricks on us, where the scripture that says our mind is desperately wicked. It's always going to try to make you feel like things that you're doing is too much. Mm-hmm. But guess what that does? It takes you away from the reality of the importance of understanding how important his word is and how the Most High God has your back in every step of the way. All he wants you to do is help yourself. All he wants you to do is, hey, brother, I can't raise the foot for you and make you take a step. I need you to take that step. But in order for you to take that step, you got to understand how important it is to take that step. Right. Read it again, all the way through.
Galatians 6 and verse 9.
Uh-huh.
And let us not be weary in well doing.
Uh-huh.
For in due season we shall reap, if we faint not.
If we faint not. Guess what that's going into? This is the part that should scare the hell out of you. If. Look at that word, if, meaning it's a possibility. Mm-hmm. Never look at the scriptures not including yourself in that precept. Always put yourself in there like, dang, that could be me. Right when you look at it like, oh, that can't be me. I'm too strong. That's that humility, that's that humble spirit that you don't have. That's that humility that you need that you don't have at that moment. Never take yourself out of the equation of every scripture in this Bible. I don't care if you're dealing with it or not, because the spirit doesn't have a gender or age. Right. It's just going to jump on whoever it wants to jump on, and that's just it. You're going to have new demons. The more you walk in this walk, new demons is going to jump on you. New trials and tribulations is going to come. Oh, you think you got it? Oh, you got that under control. But watch this. Curveball. Shoop. This is that walk. That's why you got to know how to help yourself. You got to know how to maneuver through this walk without having someone there, because guess what? That person that you can confine in is not in those four walls. It's not in your room. It's not in that time where you're dealing. It's not in, we can't be in the head. We don't know what's going on in that head. You can have all types of thoughts going through that head, and you can be out here, shalom. Yeah. Hey, and the power is might, his might. And he hates the brother he's standing right next to. Shalom. And she despised the sister that she sees every Sabbath. We got to understand, never take ourselves out of these scriptures. That's why, read that part again.
And let us not be weary in well doing.
Uh-huh.
For in due season, we shall reap.
Which is the kingdom. In due season, we shall reap. That's the kingdom. But, read,
if we faint not.
That's only if you don't faint. That's only if you don't fall out of this truth. And how you going to fall out of this truth? Whose fault is it going to be if you fall out of this truth? You, yourself, your own. That's why you got to learn and know and really study and practice on how to help yourself to greatness, how to help yourself when no one else is around. You got to have that honor, the importance of why you're doing what you're doing. And with that is you got to have that effort, that relentless effort, that strenuous physical and mental exertion that you got to put in this walk in order to push forward. You have to have those things. But guess what? It's not over. Give me Proverbs 14 and 23. Proverbs 14 and 23.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 14 and verse 23.
Uh-huh.
In all labor there is profit.
Uh-huh.
But the talk of the lips tendeth only to penury.
So all labor there is what?
In all labor there is profit.
Profit. So everything we do, the Most High said, nothing you do will not be rewarded. Mm-hmm. Everything you do is going to be a reward behind that. Right? But read.
In all labor there is profit, but the talk of the lips tendeth only to penury.
Get that definition. It's not a regular black word. He said, please. It's not a regular black word.
Penury, noun. Extreme poverty.
Uh-huh.
Destitution.
Read on. Go down to similars.
Similar. Impoverishment.
Go down more. See more. Okay, go back up. Read it again.
Impoverishment. Indigence. Need. Neediness. Want. Destitution.
Destitution. Go back to the precept.
Book of Proverbs, chapter 14 and 23. In all labor there is profit.
Action, there's profit. Read.
But the talk of the lips.
But when you about this is what Christianity is about. They're about the talk of the lip. I'm gonna say it like this too. Even in these walls, there's a bunch of this. They talk a good game. We got the Precepticons, we got the Deep Brothers, we got the sisters that, hey, I do all the works in this body. But right when it's that test, what did it say? Read.
But the talk of the lips tendeth only to penury.
It only tends to destruction, destitution, impoverishment. Did I say that? Impoverishment.
Yes, sir.
That's what talk do. Talk just leads to nothing. But the labor that you put in, the effort you put into this walk, there's profit that's going to come from it. Why? Because when you're going through that situation that you're going through, guess what you just gained? You just gained wisdom on how to deal with that situation now because you're applying it. You're like actually going through it. You got counsel. You're like, damn, I don't understand that counsel. That counsel makes me feel uncomfortable. I got to step outside my comfort zone with that counsel. But I'm going to do it. I'm going to labor to this thing. All right, let's make this happen. Guess what's going to come from that? Profit. Now you gain experience in something that you never thought you could ever gain experience in. But the Most High put you through that for a reason so you could gain that experience. So you could tell the next brother or sister how you dealt with it so they could deal with it. But if you went up there for the counsel, it felt weird, you didn't understand it, and you're like, yes, sir. You're just talking the talk, but you don't go and do the action. Guess what's going to happen? You're going to be back after the table. Yeah, so this is that and that and this. Did you apply the last counsel? No. So what the hell why are you coming up here for? The talk just leads to nothing. Right? You got something?
1 Samuel.
Damn, it's funny you say that. Go.
The book of 1 Samuel, chapter 2 and verse 3.
Uh-huh.
Talk no more so exceeding proudly.
Uh-huh.
Let not arrogancy come out of your mouth. For the Lord is a God of knowledge, and by him actions are weighed.
And by who? Christ. Actions are weighed.
Right.
Nothing else. Nothing else is weighed.
Right.
Actions, brothers and sisters. You have to apply the scriptures. Most High is not playing with us at all. That's why we got to understand the importance of how he dealt with us throughout the whole Bible so it can trickle down to the efforts that we're putting in to this walk. Read that again.
1 Samuel 2
Because
and 3.
Israel's full of that talk. We love the talk. We love to look good in front of people. We love to look a certain way. We love to dress a certain way. We love all the glamour, titles. We love all that. But we forget to apply the actions when it's time for that test. Read that again.
1 Samuel 2 and verse 3.
Uh-huh.
Talk no more so exceeding proudly.
Stop talking the talk, Israel.
Let not arrogancy come out of your mouth.
Because it's all arrogance. It's all not. Read.
For the Lord is a God of knowledge.
For he is a God of knowledge. What's that knowledge? This Bible. That's right. The knowledge is the importance of this Bible. Read.
And by him,
Christ,
actions are weighed.
that's the only thing that's going to get you into this kingdom, brothers and sisters. But guess what? Like we read in Isaiah 30:1, we're a stiff-necked, hard-headed people. We're stubborn. We're rebellious. We are rebellious people. But guess what? All praises for God's grace. So that's another aspect. So we got the honor. The honor leads into, once you understand the importance, it's going to lead into what? The efforts you're going to put in because you understand how important it is for what you're doing. Now we got to play that next video. Let's get an example of effort. And watch, I want you to pay attention. This is the one on efforts. The whatever obstacle he had, he didn't allow that to cloud the importance of what he wanted to do. Okay. That's what I want you to see in this. This is a great movie, by the way, if you haven't seen it, Pursuit of Happiness. Yeah. But this part, he literally just got out of prison. But he understood the importance of what he needed to do, and he didn't let that stop him, his efforts to push through and still make things happen. Play.
Chris Gardner. How are you? Good morning. Chris Gardner. Chris Gardner. See you. Chris Gardner. Pleasure. I've been sitting out there for the last half hour trying to come up with a story that would explain my being here dressed like this. And I wanted to come up with a story that would demonstrate qualities that I'm sure you all admire here, like earnestness, diligence, team playing, something. And I couldn't think of anything. So the truth is, I was arrested for failure to pay parking tickets.
We're looking through spiritual eyes, spiritual goggles. This is us. Like when we're going through the battles that we're going through, and as we're walking this walk, there's a lot of times there's obstacles where it just kind of discourages you. You go through things where it discourages you, where you're like, damn, man. And this is what he's going through right now. He didn't allow his appearance to stop him. He still, I gotta make this effort to do this. I gotta feed my kids. I gotta get this kingdom. I'm gonna make these efforts. But look at all the things that was presented to him where it could easily discourage someone. Like, damn, man, they're not gonna listen to me. Look how he's looking at me. He still pushed, and then he switched gears. He's like, no, what? Look, he's even put even more resilience and effort into what he needs to make, the point that he's trying to make. Play on.
That I don't know. But I bet you what? I know how to find the answer, and I will find the answer. Is that fair enough?
Chris, what would you say if a guy walked in for an interview without a shirt on? And I hired him. What would you say?
He must have had on some really nice pants. Chris.
Now stop real quick. So you saw the effort. I'm going. But watch how he doesn't let his integrity, the honor that he has for himself, to be clouded by what he just went through. Watch this. Play.
I don't know how you did it dressed as a garbage man, but you really pulled it off in there.
Thank you very much, Mr. Twistle.
Hey, now you can call me Jay. All right, we'll talk to you soon.
So I'll let you know, Jay.
You let me know, Jay. What do you mean?
Yeah, I'll give you a call tomorrow sometime.
What? What are you talking about? You hounded me for this. You stood here.
Listen, there's no salary.
No.
I was not aware of that. My circumstances have changed some. I need to be certain that I'll be able to sustain.
Okay. Tonight, I swear, I will fill your spot. I promise.
So that's it for that.
You don't look like.
So the effort that he put in, he didn't allow what he was going through. He didn't allow the obstacles. He didn't allow everything that Satan wants to throw at you. He didn't allow none of that to stop the effort that he was putting forth to get what he wanted. Matter of fact, he turned it up a notch. Like, no, I'm even going harder. Okay, you think you don't like me? Hold up. I got something to say. But at the end of the day, he didn't allow that to take away his integrity too. He understood the importance of why he's doing what he's doing. He didn't trim his ways to seek love. Like, he got to the point where he got the end, but he didn't trim his ways and be like, know what? You could just use me as a dog. No, I need this. I need that. You follow? So that's the efforts, right? So the next letter is L, and that is loyalty. Loyalty. Loyalty is a big word in itself because there's not a lot of loyal people out there no more.
All right.
But all praises for these scriptures, we can understand we have a safety net with these scriptures. If you wasn't a person that if you was a person that had trust issues in the world, you can lean on the scriptures, understanding that the Most High God controls everything. Where it gives you kind of that hope and that push to be like, know what? I'm not going to trust into my own understandings. I'm going to trust in God. Mm-hmm. That's that Proverbs 3:5?
Yes, sir.
Let's get that real quick. I'm not going to trust in my own understandings. I'm going to trust in God. He's not going to trust, hey, I know I'm not going to go in here and wow them by how I look, but I'm going to trust with my skills, my talents, with my words, I'm going to be able to get this thing. And that's us in this walk, trusting in God. Read.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 3 and 5.
Uh-huh.
Trust in the Lord with
in the Lord
with all thine
now,
heart.
this is a part. Look, I like looking at words. All. Did it say some? Partial.
All.
3/5. A half. It said what?
With all thine heart.
With all your mind. All your mind. Where's that all your mind going into? That Joshua 1:8. Meditating day and night. That's using all your mind. All your mind, because it's up to you. It's only up to you to use that mind. It's only up to you to understand the importance on why you got to push with all your efforts and becoming loyal and using all your mind to make sure your greatness is sure. To make sure your calling and election is sure. Read that again.
Trust in the Lord with all thine heart.
Uh-huh.
And lean not unto thine own understanding.
Read the definition of loyalty.
Loyalty, noun, the quality of being loyal.
Uh-huh.
A strong feeling.
A strong what?
A strong feeling
Read.
of support or allegiance.
A support or allegiance. Go to similars.
Similars. Allegiance. Faithfulness. Fidelity. Obedience. Fealty. Adherence. Homage. Devotion. Bond.
All right, stop. Scroll down. All right, go right back up. I just want to make sure there was nothing else. Now I want to emphasize. Scroll back up. Read the strong. Go.
A strong feeling of support or allegiance.
What is that going into? Obedience, faithfulness. Now watch this. The loyalty of It's the faithfulness under pressure. Now watch this. Whenever you're under pressure, that's where that real loyalty comes in. Through thick and thin, you're still there. That's loyalty. Through good and bad, you're still there. That's loyalty. Give me Proverbs 17:17. Because loyalty is faithfulness under pressure, standing firm even when it's not popular, convenient, or easy. Read that.
The book of Proverbs 17:17. A friend loveth at all times.
A friend loveth at all times. Now tell me, Israel, do we love at all times?
Nope.
Hell no. Hell no, man. We be all up in our feelings. That's when the whole Bible turns. You might as well get the Bible and dip it in black tar. Just black oil, because the whole Bible is irrelevant.
God damn.
What does the scripture say?
A friend loveth at all times.
A friend loveth at all times. Is that saying that you're not going to have your ups and downs? No, because the Bible says a man falleth 7 times 7. So what is that loveth at all times going into? It's going into what we was reading. We've been going over it. What's that loveth at all times? A friend that loveth at all times is going into Joshua 1:8.
Okay.
You're meditating day and night. You're meditating on the laws. Loving your neighbor is keeping God's laws. So even though, guess what? That friend falls, or that companion or the person you're dealing with has a hiccup in life, you're going to love them according to the scriptures. That's what it's going. A friend loveth at all times. Like Christ, when Judas, he knew Judas was going to betray him. Did he take away his love from him? He still was a friend. He still was in his bosom. He still broke bread. He still did all that because why? He understood the importance, the honor behind keeping God's laws, which drove his efforts in pushing through sacrificing his own mental thoughts to what he's supposed to apply in the scripture. He had that effort, which then made him loyal to what he did. I hope y'all following me, because all this is going to add up at the end of the day. Read that again.
A friend loveth at all times.
A friend loveth at all times is a friend is going to be there loyal to the scriptures and applying the scriptures at all times to that other friend, to that other companion, to that other situation. Read.
And a brother is born for adversity.
And a brother is born for adversity. When you going, a brother, guess what? Who has brothers and sisters? Did y'all have adversities in the house?
Most definitely.
All the time. This it's part of the game. We're born through adversity. But guess what? We're gonna love at all times. We're gonna apply the scriptures at all times. Even though we understand a man's gonna fall 7 times 7. Even though we understand it's gonna be offenses in this walk. When we understand this thing, we're gonna understand we gotta stay loyal to the scriptures to apply it when that time comes. Follow? All right. Let's get John 15:13. I see Gideon over there like his brain is cooking right now. It's not that setting right now. We get after. John 15:13.
The book of John, chapter 15 and verse 13.
Uh-huh.
Greater love hath no man than this.
Greater love has no man than this. Read.
That a man laid down his life for his friends.
Now, tell me what kind of loyalty is that?
To the soul.
What kind of loyalty is that? And who actually did that?
Christ.
Christ. And he said we're going to do greater things than Christ. Are you ready to lay your life down? The man that goes out there to war, are you ready to lay your life? Are you loyal to this word to the point where you know you're going to be in adversity, but you're going to stand 10 toes deep in his word and cry out loud like a lion and spare not the feelings of our people so we can show them their transgression? Are you going to be that loyal to where you're going to spare your life, put yourself in dangerous situation for the nation of Israel? Are you there? Because no one else is going to be able to do that for you. It's going to be up to you to help yourself through that. And the only way you're going to help yourself through that is what? Staying in this word, man. This is the only thing that when Christ walked the earth, when he was faced with adversities and all the things that he went through, where did he go to? Scriptures. Yeah. He went straight to the scriptures. This is what we got to stand in. Nothing else. This is what we got to stay loyal to. Nothing else. When we stay loyal to this, it's going to make everything else easy to do. When we stay humble to this, it's what's going to make everything else more tolerable to do. Is it going to be easy? Hell no. I'm telling you straight up, it's not going to be easy because we're in his flesh. But guess what? When we learn how to help ourselves, we're going to be able to get to this greatness. All right, give me Ruth 1:16. Ruth 1:16. We are in loyalty in this word. Don't lose it. Honor, efforts, and loyalty. Got that?
The book of Ruth, chapter 1 and verse 16. And Ruth said, entreat me not to leave thee, or to return from following after thee. For whither thou goest, I will go, and where thou lodgest, I will lodge. Thy people shall be my people, and thy God my God.
This is a different type of loyalty. This is a whole different nation having loyalty to something. But I went there for a reason. Because if they can be loyal to this, why can't we be loyal to this?
Read the next verse.
Read.
Verse 17, where thou diest will I die, and there will I be buried. The Lord do so to me, and more also, if aught but death part thee and me.
If another nation can do that, why can't we do that? That's why I brought this precept out. It's because another nation did it. Why can't we do that? This is meant for us and us only. It's only in our blood to keep this thing. That's why we got to stay focused. We got to have honor. We got to have efforts. We got to have loyalty in this walk. Because without these things, guess what's going to happen? It's going to be room for failure. You're going to fall. Right? So now let's get the clip on that, on loyalty. So keep in mind real quick, that thing that he was holding in his hand is that's what the movie's about. His dream, the portraits and the vision he had for bringing this to life. He didn't want to let it go. So he did everything he could. But this is a trial that he had to go through because he was putting all his efforts and time into this, where it ended up to this point. Read our play.
Let's go.
All right, so this skim through. So he's going through adversity right now. He's going through this problem. Does that take away his drive, his loyalty for it? What did he do? He kept on pushing. He's kept moving. Watch this. Keep going. Right. We can stop there for a little bit. Go back a little bit. Right there. Play that for a little bit.
All we got to do is push this black button right here. Want to push it?
quick. Through this time he's going through, look how he adjusts to make the situation light. Okay. And what I'm gonna tie back to this: when we going through the things that we're going through, what must we do to get through that situation to make it light? Scriptures. Because remember what the scripture says. Go to Sirach. Go to Sirach 30. Sirach 30, the heaviness of the mind.
The book of Sirach, chapter 30 and verse 18.
Uh-huh.
Delicates poured upon...
Go to the heaviness of the mind.
The book of Sirach, chapter 30 and 21.
Uh-huh.
Give not over thy mind to heaviness.
Give not over thy mind to heaviness.
And afflict not thyself in thine own counsel.
And don't let your mind take over. Don't counsel yourself in heaviness. That's where counseling comes in, where you can reach out for your safety net to get built up. But I brought that precept out to show this next thing that he does. Because in his affliction, through all the stuff, imagine you getting back and you don't have a home, you got a kid, you're on a bench, you're like, where am I going to be at? Look what he does with the situation. Mm-hmm. He stays loyal to what he found important, which was that thing under his arm. Play.
You gotta close your eyes.
You close your eyes. I want to see.
All right, come on, we'll push it together. You gotta close your eyes, close your eyes. It takes a few seconds. Oh my goodness. What? Open.
What is it?
Dinosaurs.
Where?
You don't see all these dinosaurs? Look around. Look at all these dinosaurs.
Made light of the situation. He didn't allow the heaviness in his mind to take over and destroy him. He was like, no, I gotta go to the Bible. Let's read in Job about the dinosaurs. Or whatever you're dealing with. Let me go to the scriptures about what I'm dealing with, what's in my head that's making my thoughts heavy. Let me make light of it by bringing hope with the scriptures. Let's get that. That's just get in my mind. Romans 15. Let's get that real quick, because this is the hope that we have. When I'm going through my hard times, when I don't know what to do, don't know where to turn, guess what? We do know where to turn. You want to know why? Because he gave us a cheat sheet right here in this Bible. Turn to the Bible. Read.
The book of Romans 15 and verse 4.
Uh-huh.
For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning.
Was written for our learning. The things in this Bible was written for our learning. Read.
That we, through patience and comfort of the scriptures, might have hope.
Through these scriptures, this is what's going to give us hope. This is what's going to give us patience, something that Israel lacks. Patience. Yeah. We allow anxiety to take over when we know Deacon Joshua, he said, those are spirits. Mm-hmm. We can't give into what America trained our brains to think when we got the most powerfulest thing on this earth, which is this Bible. And we understand through these scriptures, this is spiritual. This is what's going to make us change. That's why we got to understand the importance and the honor that's going to put us into a mindset to effortlessly push and apply these scriptures and be loyal to this word like he did. And then he took that time of heaviness and he made it light through these scriptures to say, guess what? Even though you're going through that, we're supposed to, but apply this so you can get out of it. And just do it. But guess what? Israel's a stiff-necked, hard-headed people. We're rebellious. We see something and be like, nah, hell no. I'm in my feelings and emotion right now. So guess what? I'm going to do what comes to mind, what I think I need to do right now to make me feel good at this moment when it's the wrong way. We got to stay loyal to this. All right? And the last letter is P for purpose. We know Deacon Joshua always says, don't move just to move. Move with purpose. Move with precision. Move with purpose. Move with precision. Let's get that definition.
Purpose, noun. The reason for which something is done or created, or for which something exists.
Let's go to the, verb. One.
Verb, number 1. Formal. Design or intend something for a particular
So design or intend something for a particular use. So this thing is literally used for a particular reason. Purpose in helping yourself to this kingdom. So that's going into walking with purpose, walking with precision, walking with the know-abouts on why you're walking the way you're walking, knowing what you're getting into, which what the scripture says, counting the cost, understanding your purpose, right? Let's read the number 2.
Number 2, archaic. Have something as one's intention or objective.
It's have something as one intention or objective. Let's get to similars. Watch this.
Similar. Intend, mean, aim, plan, design. Decide, resolve. Determine, propose.
So it says decide, resolve. Resolve. I like that one. Determine. I like that one. Desire. All of these are purpose. The purpose behind why you're doing what you're doing. Purpose is the reason behind every move you make. So what is our purpose? What's the purpose of us doing what we're doing? Why are we in this walk? Why are we in this truth? Is this a Boy Scout? Is this a Girl Scout? Is a purpose why we're here, right? Yes, so if it's a purpose and it's like an intention that something is done for a particular use, that means in order to deal with the things that we deal with, we got to purposely, with intention, apply the scriptures that deal with that. What I mean by that is this. You can't know the scriptures and don't intend to use it. Right. A lot of us know the scriptures, but we never went to that next step of intentionally using it. Because why? Want to know why? Because we're a reactive type of people. It goes back to what I was saying earlier. We don't put ourselves in the scriptures, so therefore we don't prepare ourselves. It'd be like, okay, yeah, I read that, but I'm not dealing with that right now. So we don't prepare ourselves for that. But the scripture says opposite. Sirach 2:1. In order to move with purpose, you got to have intention behind it. You got to have intention. Why am I moving? Why am I wearing the fringes? Yes, we know it says in Numbers to wear fringes, but why am I doing this? Why am I growing my beard out? Yes, we know it says in Leviticus to do that, but why? Why am I doing what I'm doing? What's the intention behind what I'm doing? We understand that, yes, it means to get the kingdom, but why when things come outside of the box, I don't know how to deal with it. Read that.
The book of Sirach.
It's because of this, because you didn't do this. Read.
Sirach, chapter 2 and verse 1. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation.
Intention. Prepare. Intend. Plan. Design your soul for temptation. Be ready. At any moment, an attack can come. And that's where it goes back to Joshua 1:8. Meditating day and night. Putting yourself there. Oh, shoot, it's been good. I had to sleep. This week's been good. Satan's about to come. What is he going to attack? I need to look for something. What's dormant that could pop up later? Let me examine myself. I got to intentionally do these things. I got to move with purpose and not just move because, oh, the scripture said that. So that's what I'm doing. What's your intention behind it? Is that it on that?
Yes.
Read it again.
Verse 1, my son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. Set thy heart aright.
Set your heart upright.
And constantly endure.
And constantly endure. Constantly prepare. Constantly intend something's going to happen. So you got to constantly meditate day and night. You got to constantly put yourself in these scriptures. You got to constantly oil. Wipe the windows. Screw the loose screws it back tight. You got to constantly do maintenance on your spirit. And that's how you move with purpose, when you constantly maintaining your spirit. But when you stop doing that, you're not moving with purpose no more. It's just, let me check off the box. I'm not constantly making sure that my spirit's right. Read on.
Set thy heart aright and constantly endure. And make not haste in time of trouble.
And don't be hasty to when you're in trouble, move in a way that the scriptures tell you not to move. But ground yourself here. That's intention. Read.
Cleave unto him.
What?
Cleave unto him.
You got to intentionally cleave unto God. It's got to be a plan to do that. You got to aim to do that. You got to make sure what you doing is God pleased with it. In your marriage, is God pleased on how I'm conducting myself as a husband and a wife? In your job, is God pleased on how I'm conducting myself at my job? Is God pleased on how I'm conducting myself with my brothers in the school and with my sisters in the school? Read.
And depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at thy last end.
Give me Proverbs 19:21. So purpose is the reason behind every move. Don't forget that. Without it, you drift off. With it, you build. Purpose keeps your honor, effort, and your loyalty aligned. Because now you know exactly what's needed to align for that attack, to help yourself to greatness. Read.
Proverbs 19:21. There are many devices in a man's heart.
There's many devices in our minds. Read.
Nevertheless, the counsel of the Lord that shall stand.
Nevertheless, even though there's so many devices in our minds, so many obstacles, so many trials, so many just things that's just clouding our judgment, things that we don't understand why we feeling the way we feeling. Even though we have all these devices in our minds. Read.
Nevertheless, the counsel of the Lord that shall stand.
That's going to stand. The counsel of the Lord is going to stand. No matter what is in your mind, the purpose of why you're moving, you're going to understand the counsel of the Lord is going to stand. And guess where you get that counsel from? The scripts. What else? Where you get that counsel from?
Your lead.
From the man that the Most High set up. He speaks through the man that he sets up in each congregation. That's what we got to understand. Read that again.
Verse 21. There are many devices in a man's heart.
Many devices in our minds. Read.
Nevertheless, the counsel of the Lord that shall stand.
That's that purpose. That's that purpose we got to stand on. Why we do what we do is because the counsel of the Lord stands over our wicked minds. Give me Romans 8:28. Romans 8:28 on purpose. Why are we doing what we're doing?
The book of Romans chapter 8 and verse 28. And we know that all things work together.
All things work together. Do all things work together because it's just a coincidence?
All things work together for good.
All things work together for good. Read.
To them that love God.
To them that have purpose. That have alignment with what? God. Read.
To them who are the called according to his purpose.
Who are all called according to his purpose. Purpose. Intention. meaning, aim, plan, design. Read it again.
And we know that all things work together
So this is how we know all things work together.
for good to them,
For good,
to them that love God.
the purpose and the intention that we have behind what we do, that all things come together for good, is to them that love God. Read.
To them who are the called according to his purpose.
Who all are called according to his purpose. Most High has a purpose for all of us. All we got to do is tap into it. All we got to do is just look in the scriptures and see why he got us in these seats in the beginning. What's the purpose? Why we here? Is it just to sit in the seat? No. You got to understand the intentions behind why you do what you do. Each person has their own purpose of why they're here. Each person has their own reason why they stay loyal, why they're going to put in the efforts and the honor that they have in this walk. Each person has their own walk. But you got to understand it from yourself in order to move effectively, to move with purpose and precision, and not just moving just to move. Person moving all the time, but always in drama. Person moving all the time. Oh, yeah. But don't know how to apply the scriptures. Life is shambles because there's no purpose behind the movement. Give me Romans 8:28. Or sorry, Ecclesiastes 12:13. Ecclesiastes 12:13.
The book of Ecclesiastes.
Still on purpose. The conclusion is the purpose.
The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 12 and verse 13.
Uh-huh.
Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter.
Guess what? Guess what, brothers and sisters? Why are we on this earth? Why are we on this earth? This is the things that you got to meditate on. Why am I on this earth? Is it to have nice things? Is it to be the best at everything that's end up being a carnal reason why you're doing what you're doing? Is it all the fashions of the world? Is it to be successful in America and Esau's kingdom? Is that the conclusion of the whole matter? Hell no. The conclusion of the whole matter is, read.
Fear God and keep his commandments.
And what?
And keep his commandments.
To fear God and keep his commandments. When we walk in a way that the Most High wants us to walk, that's how we're going to move with purpose. When we put aside our thoughts that's in our minds and put on the whole armor of God, that's how we're going to move with purpose. Is that it?
For this is the whole duty of man.
For that's the whole duty of man. Actually, read on.
For God shall bring every work into judgment.
For God's going to bring every work into judgment. Read.
With every secret thing.
With every secret thing. This is why we got to move with purpose. Because if you don't move with purpose, guess where your mind's going to go? Your mind's going to start turning. All those little secret sins, all those little secret thoughts is going to start turning because there's no what? Honor and the importance of moving with the efforts that we got to move and the loyalty that comes behind the efforts that we do. That's going to lead to why we do what we do with purpose. Read on.
For God shall bring every work into judgment with every secret thing, whether it be good or whether it be evil.
So understand that purpose is the reason behind every move. And without it, you're going to drift off because you don't know why you're doing what you're doing. No anchor. You don't have, it's just like you're just here, a vessel in a seat. And you can see that on the brother side and the sister side. You can see the brothers that's really moving with purpose, that understands the importance of why they're doing what they're doing and the loyalty behind it, because they're moving, and they're moving up the chain, and they're moving in the ranks. They're moving amongst the body. They're dealing with their marriages right. They're dealing with their personal life right. They're dealing with the different situations and tests that come their way. They're applying the scriptures. And there's also those that don't move and have a reason why they're moving the right way they're moving. Don't have the importance of why they're moving the way they're moving, because they're just here checking off the box. Hey, it's Sabbath. Let me just fill up a seat. Hey, shalom. Yeah. All right, let me go home. And you won't hear or see from them for a whole week. No purpose. Is there more on that?
That's it.
What do you have?
It was Proverbs 21
Get that.
and 16.
Because I saw you itching.
Proverbs 21 and verse 16. The man that wandereth out of the way of
I
understanding
like it.
shall remain in the congregation of the dead.
So that way of understanding is what? Moving with purpose. If you wander out of the way of the importance of honor, H. E, with honor, understanding the importance, you're going to now move, your efforts is going to be relentless because you understand the importance through that honor. E. L, that loyalty will be to that importance, which is the Bible. Right. Your loyalty will be to the importance of this Bible to make you move the way you move. L. And by doing all those, that's going to be your purpose and your alignment in why you do what you're doing, because you understand the importance and the efforts it's going to take to get there and the loyalty that you're going to have when faced with adversity. All of it goes together. Now let's get that video on. What do purpose do before you play it? Before you play it, we got to understand, when you move with purpose, all those things come with it, and there's a reward at the end. There's growth at the end. There's that greatness at the end, because everything is calculated and you're moving according to how you're supposed to get that great reward. All right, play on.
I thought I'd wear a shirt today, being the last day and all.
Well, thank you. Thank you. We appreciate that. But, wear one tomorrow, though, okay? Because tomorrow's going to be your first day. If you'd like to work here as a broker. Would you like that, Chris?
Yes, sir.
Good. We couldn't be happier. So, welcome. Was it as easy as it looked?
No, sir. No, sir, it wasn't.
Good luck, Chris.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Oh, Chris. I almost forgot.
Thank you. This part of my life, this little part, is called happiness.
Now, imagine how we're going to feel when we get the kingdom. Just imagine, look at the joy he had, all the adversities that he went through, all the times where people doubted him, all the times that he was faced with obstacles, all the times that movie's crazy. Up and down roller coaster, didn't know if he was going to eat the next day, didn't know where he's going to live the next day, didn't know what he was going to do. But he kept the drive. He helped himself by keeping his honor. He helped himself by putting the efforts, no matter what he went through, to make this thing happen. He helped himself by keeping himself loyal to the importance of why he was doing what he was doing. He didn't let no one take him off the course. And then he did it with purpose. He did it calculated. He did it what he knew what he had to do in order to get the final thing. But the thing is, did he know when that time was going to come? Did he know when? If you saw how he walked in there, I walked in, he walked in, I got a shirt on because I know it's my last day. He didn't let none of that disturb him. He probably was like, even if he didn't get a job, he probably would have been like, yep, it didn't work with y'all. I'm going to go over here now. Yeah. He didn't know, but the reward came afterwards because he kept his purpose. He attacked it with precision. That's what we got to understand in this Bible. No matter what we go through, we got to help ourselves. We got to apply that help to ourselves because no one else is going to do it. No one else is going to do it. The only thing that's going to be there is guidance. But a person can't. If I continue to catch the fish for you, how are you going to learn how to catch the fish yourself? You got to learn how to help yourself. There's going to be guidance there, but it's going to be up to you to apply it. Give me Hebrews 6 and 10. About to end it out. Hebrews 6 and 10.
The book of Hebrews, chapter 6 and verse 10.
Uh-huh.
For God is not unrighteous to forget your work.
You saw how happy he was? Mm-hmm. Put yourself in those shoes. How happy you gonna be when you see, oh my gosh, when you see when you see Christ, when you see everyone that made it over. Wow. I don't think people wrap their heads around this. The reason why they don't have purpose and why they do what they do. You gotta meditate and wrap yourself around this so you can understand why you do what you do. I tell you straight up, my purpose, I want spiritual powers. Yeah, I'm telling you straight up. I want spiritual powers. Every time some crazy stuff come up, I'm like, hell no, I ain't gonna let that take me from my spiritual powers. Yeah. The spiritual powers that we got on this earth is nothing compared to what we're gonna have in the kingdom. Mm-hmm. I love my wife, but I ain't losing the kingdom for her. I love whatever you got love for, you better not let that be the reason why you will lose the kingdom. Because I want spiritual power. So guess what I got to do? I know the importance of what I need to do and the efforts that I got to put in and the loyalty that I have to have behind the streamlined intention I got to do to get this kingdom so I can get my spiritual powers. What is your purpose of fighting the fight that you fight? What is the reason why you here? It's got to be attention behind that. Yep. Finish that out. Read it again.
For God is not unrighteous to forget your work and labor of love.
Read.
Which ye have showed toward his name. And that ye have ministered to the saints.
For what you do and show towards the Most High God's name. Read.
In that ye have ministered to the saints and do minister.
Now watch this. My last one. Let's get 2 Chronicles 15 and 7. Because at the end of the day, I want to feel what he felt at the end. I want to feel that thing. I want to walk through the streets of gold to be like, yo, this is real. Mm-hmm. This is real. All those things I went through in life, in the world, in my flesh, the battles that I went through and fought, I could finally be here. Read.
2 Chronicles 15 and 7.
And it's going to take works to get that. Read.
Be ye strong, therefore, and let not your hands be weak.
Be ye strong, therefore, and let not your hands be weak. Don't let those senses become to the point where you're complacent. Don't let this walk be a repetitive thing where you become complacent. Don't let those senses go. Don't let your hands become weak and faint over time. Read.
Be ye strong, therefore, and let not your hands be weak, for your work shall be rewarded.
For your work shall be rewarded. This, I believe in the Bible. You believe in the Bible?
Hello. Yes, sir.
If God said it, it's going to be done. He said, if we don't be strong, therefore, put in the works. Know the importance behind why you put these efforts that you put into this walk. Be loyal to what you do and have a reason why you're doing it. Have a purpose on why you're doing what you're doing so you can help yourself to greatness. Because no one else is going to help yourself to this kingdom, all right? So that's all I got.
Yes, sir.
Shalom, Most High, Christ bless.
What is a nation?
Nation is men leading by example. Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is you.
And finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord.